welcome to the Geekettes video review of Annie, Unbroken, and Babadook.
Yeah.
And we're also going to be doing our most anticipated films of 2015, basically this year. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
So let's talk about Annie. What do you thought about it?
I really enjoyed Annie. Modern twist to it, of course. I'm a big Annie's fan. Like, the original Annie. I have to still say that that's my favorite Annie, the original one, because they constantly remake it. This modern twist to it was really done well.
Yeah.
There was a couple of twists with the songs and changes in the song, and the storyline kind of changed just a bit, not too much. I didn't care much for those changes, but other than that, it was an overall fun movie to watch. And if you haven't seen it yet in movie theaters, definitely rent it when it comes out. It's fun, and I just love Annie.
Yeah. Conandra Vay Wallace? I think that's how you say her name.
The lead? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Pronouncing it wrong. She was really good. Of course, she's an Oscar-nominated actress, but she was so good. I liked her.
Amazing voice.
She was so cute too. She's a really good singer.
She's so adorable.
Yeah, musicals are not really a big thing. The only ones I like are West Side Story and Sound of Music. And aside from that, I'll be sitting there like, okay, when is this song done? I'm like that sometimes. But I do like the Annie songs, and I do like this modern interpretation. And being a foster child, she calls it.
Yeah.
Well, technically she's an orphan because they don't really find her parents.
Yeah.
Whereas, as you know, the original and stuff. But I like Cameron Diaz, actually. She was fun in this film.
She stood out in the film.
Yeah.
And Jamie Foxx as well.
Jamie Foxx was really good.
I think it was
Daddy Warbucks.
casted very well.
Yeah, it was
They
casted
did a
very
good job
well.
casting it.
Yeah. It's a cute movie. If you like musicals, if you're a big fan of Annie like she is, or she be singing it out the window.
Yeah.
Sometimes she still does
I spent
that
the whole
now.
summer singing "The sun will come out tomorrow" at my window until I got caught by my neighbor. Then I stopped.
Okay.
Okay, I think we'll move on to the next movie.
Let's move on to Unbroken, which was a really tough film.
It was a tough film to watch because the lead, who's
Jack
his name in the movie is Louis Campbelli something.
Yeah, it's Italian.
Like he's an Italian who was an Olympian
athlete,
winner as well, and he won. And it's during World War II, right, where he suffered. He goes through all this suffering because in the war camp.
Yeah,
because he was caught by a Japanese.
He was a prisoner and stuff of war. And it was tough, man. That movie, everything that the real man went through, oh my God. Basically, this movie is just to remind you what the human spirit could go through and what it can survive and what you can do. And it's crazy. Like, it's a very, I thought it was a really powerful movie.
It was a great dramatic piece, I think that. And you know what? I really love the fact that it's really just is a focus on his life, even though there was other characters. The character the other character
that survived.
You wanted to find out what happened to him.
Yeah, I did. I was
wondering until the end, but it's just like Angelina Jolie did a very good directorial job with this film. I mean, she really played out all the suffering and the intense I don't even know, determination that this gentleman must have felt like in his real life to really just go through everything he went through and still come out a champion.
Yeah. What a lot of those wartime prisoners went through.
It was just
country.
Watching it made me think of what the Jews went through when they were in detention camps. I mean, that's what the type of imagery you're going to see in this film. It's really harsh. And
sorry for cutting you off, but Angelina Jolie talked about how there was this really rough scene because in a book that I think he explains it. This woman wrote it. I forgot her name, but I think he told her that it was some rough scene about some animal that used to entertain them. This duck, I think it was a duck or something. And they didn't put the scene in the movie because something bad happens
to the duck.
And I read it. I was like, oh, thank God they didn't put it in. But Yeah, I don't like when humans get tortured either, or animals. I'm not gonna pretend that, oh my god, I don't like when animals get tortured. It's both. I don't like it. That's why I don't see the Hostel movies. Or
I don't like it as well. But I have to say that when
here.
in the film, to see an animal being tortured, I think I can handle it a lot less than seeing a human being tortured, only because, you know, an animal is defenseless upon every means. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least a human can at least try to fight back, or has the willpower to continue, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It was a very intense movie that I suggest you go see at the movie theater.
Really good film.
Yeah.
The other one, which I was excited to see because everybody was talking about this film, was Babadook.
Babadook.
I know I'm saying it right, but it's an Australian film. No, that's what I said. That's English, but you know.
Anyways,
it was a very upsetting film.
It was upsetting and unsettling.
Yeah.
Because then it just goes through your mind all these images that you constantly see in the news about how, you know, parents and their kids and what happens to them. So it's like, do you think it's more of a psychological film, or? I
thought it was like a psychological thriller.
I felt like that as well.
And stuff. It wasn't like jump scares galore. I mean, there was jump scares and it was kind of like a horror film, but I felt more as like a psychological film. I don't know. I feel like it dealt with like, I felt that the main character had some mental issues, like her and her child.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I thought that as well.
I thought it dealt with that and stuff. But I won't go to like any other details.
And it starts off slow.
Yeah, it starts off
really slow.
Really slow, actually.
Like really like indie type, like just a lot of dialogue, and all of a sudden, bam.
Yeah.
With it. So and then the ending was just intense to 10 times.
Oh my god, I was sitting there like,
you wouldn't have like whoa.
Like, what is she gonna do?
That was crazy, but it was a good film to watch.
Yeah,
and
it was really good.
And that book, my sister says that they're gonna come out with that book.
Yeah, I heard people want to buy that book. I'm like, who the hell wants to buy that shit?
I don't want to buy that. No, that was a scary book. In the film,
I have to watch that movie
about the Babadook.
Hell no.
And it's no.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Anyways, if you can't find it, rent it. It's on Verizon.
Yeah, we bought it on demand. I paid for it because it's out in movie theaters, but like limited, very limited. I only saw it in 2 movie theaters now, so I just like, let's go buy it there. Yeah, whatever. So it's right there.
It was a good movie to watch.
It was really good. One of the best probably horror films I saw this probably in a couple of years, to be honest. There's not a lot of good horror films.
No. But they, consider horror films now are more gruesome films, like.
I don't know. Not some of them, but I like more psychological.
Yeah. On to the next.
Ooh, the main topic. Anticipated film. Sorry about that.
For 2015.
Yeah. Okay. You want to start with your list or?
Go.
Okay, I'll go with my list. Okay, we're gonna do 5 because there's too many films, and you know what? Whenever they come out, we just go see them. Whatever. Okay, the 5th one is probably gonna be. You mentioned it. What was it called? Selma, something. The Martin Luther King film? Selma.
Alabama.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Selma, the Martin Luther King movie that they go to march through this rough area and stuff, and
during the Civil Rights Movement.
Civil Rights Movement, of course.
Sorry. I mean, oh my gosh, Martin Luther King Jr. Come on now, story about him.
My brother saw it.
Yeah, right? He did. During Christmas, they had a special presentation.
Yeah, and he said it made him cry, and it looks really good from the trailer, so I really want to see it.
Yeah.
My 4th one would probably be Crimson Peak, which is actually a horror movie, like a romantic gothic movie from
Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro, yeah.
Of course,
because I love Pan's Labyrinth. That's one of my top favorite films ever. So of course I'm hyped about when he goes back to horror too. Yeah. My 3rd one would be probably Jurassic World, because I grew up with Jurassic Park more. Like it's the movie that everyone, like if you grew up in the 90s, it's the film we grew up with. Like I was like, whoa, of course. But yeah, Jurassic World. I like the trailer. I mean, yeah, Chris Pratt looked kind of weird in it. Like he looked like he was a little trying hard, but we're trying to be serious. Because you see him in comedies. I mean, he was really good in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Comedic, but you know. But it could be with more experience. He'll get down. You know, let's go like drama.
Yeah.
Even though you know Jurassic Park movies are not really dramatic, but they have more.
They're more action movies.
Yeah, action-packed movies.
Yeah, it could be just a trailer, but I like the trailer. Yeah. It's just probably the dialogue was kind of iffy in the trailer. But the second one is actually Avengers. Yes. Age of Ultron, which comes out in the summer, of course. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Avengers was good. The second one, the trailer looks good, so why the hell not? I'll go see it. The first one, which actually would be a surprise, is probably Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm not like a big Star Wars fan. Because I thought I would put Avengers or Jurassic World first. But I can't wait for Star Wars. And actually, there's a Guatemalan actor in there. What's his name? Oscar Isaac. So, hey.
Yeah, and we're half Guatemalan.
So why not? And, you know, John Boyega, who was in Attack the Block. Who's the main guy. You remember him, right?
Yeah.
He was actually
you fell asleep on.
Half fell asleep on, but I remember him, and he was actually pretty good.
You just really liked that Attack the Block. Well, I liked it because it was based in the projects in Europe.
It was
in
late.
London, right? London?
Yeah, London.
Right, and we live in the projects. I mean, no shit.
I fell asleep, sorry. But it was still pretty decent. He was good.
Well, let's just get to my list.
Yeah,
okay, my list.
Go.
Let's see. I didn't really
see how much
consider
better
1
it
through
is.
5 or anything, but I'll just start with. Okay, I'm really excited about everything on your list. Pretty much, it's.
Yeah, I think it's the same.
Star Wars,
yeah,
because
really
of the diversity of the actors, you know. I'm sorry, I didn't like the last 3, which technically are the first 3. No, they were horrible. But I'm excited about this.
Yeah, yeah, that
I like the first original 3 that came out in the 80s, right? It came out in the 80s?
Oh, 1977.
So I'm actually excited about this one. I hope they keep it cool and, you know, exciting and action-packed and good dialogue. Please, dialogue. Anyways, I'm excited about Cinderella. Yay! Cinderella! And because I love Cinderella. Anyways, Jurassic World, Avengers, Age of Ultron, and the Martin Luther King Jr. movie.
Looks like a really good
that's
movie.
pretty much it. Yep, I'm excited about all of those.
Shocking. I think that's mostly everybody's list. Like, in the sense, probably not Sama. I don't know.
Right. Oh my gosh, there's one film that I did not talk about that I read the book and it was pretty decent. Expected a little more, but I'm more of a movies person. I love reading, of course. But, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Right. Oh my gosh, I would love to see that on the screen.
I tried reading that book and I kind of
yeah. So I'm excited about that. Woo! 2015.
2015.
So I guess we just want to wish you.
Yeah, a happy New Year's, and we're gonna keep on doing more reviews and whatever videos we want to do when we feel bored. So have a great New Year or great year or whatever, and can't wait for those new movies. Bye!